Imagine waking up tomorrow to find half your rental listings suddenly illegal. Sounds like a nightmare, right? If you've been watching the headlines lately, you've probably noticed the growing trend of cities across Europe tightening regulations on short term rentals. But let's be real for a second. When we see headlines like new ban on rentals or tax hikes ahead, it's easy to panic. But before you throw in the towel or retreat to long term leasing, let's dive into what's really happening here and how you can actually turn this into an opportunity for growth. Hi, I'm Uvika Wahi from Rental Scale Up, where we keep you informed on the latest and most important short term rental news for professional managers like you. Today, I'm going to break down the new regulations sweeping across Europe, who they impact, why you should care, and how you can stay ahead of the game. But stick around because I've got some practical tips you can implement today. Also, don't forget, we've got a free weekly newsletter where we share news like this, so make sure to subscribe and stay in the know. Alright, let's kick things off with a reality check. Regulations are here and they're here to stay. But that's not all bad news. In fact, it's inevitable and it doesn't mean the end of your short term rental business. It means it's time to pivot and get proactive. Here's the rundown. Greece is banning new short term rental licenses in central Athens starting January 2025. Taxes on rentals are increasing during peak seasons, and they're also offering tax exemptions for properties switching to long-term leases. In Budapest's Terézváros district, a referendum has resulted in a ban on short-term rentals beginning in 2026. Other districts may soon follow suit to address housing shortages. The UK is abolishing the furnished holiday lettings tax regime in April 2024, removing tax advantages that short-term rental operators previously enjoyed over traditional landlords. Scotland has been enforcing a licensing scheme since 2022, causing cities like Edinburgh to rethink how they handle operators without proper planning permission. Cities in Spain like Pamplona and Barcelona are implementing outright bans on new holiday rental permits. Bruges, Belgium, is limiting short-term rental permits in the city center to control tourism and housing prices. Czechia is prepping new regulations, with Prague requiring hosts to register properties via a new platform and considering caps on annual rental days. I know, it sounds intense, but this is a continent-wide shift that's happening and fast. So why should you care? Well, for one, if you're operating in these markets or thinking about expanding there, you'll need to adapt. But more importantly, you have a chance to influence these regulations if you start acting now. Regulations are inevitable, but they don't have to spell doom for your operations. Big players like Airbnb are already leading the charge. Airbnb is actively shaping EU-wide short-term rental rules, advocating for balanced regulations that acknowledge economic benefits while addressing community concerns. They also publish economic impact reports like the one showing $1.4 billion generated in Atlanta to highlight their positive contributions. In New York, Airbnb is sharing data to argue against restrictive laws that they believe don't solve housing issues but instead drive up travel costs. Airbnb has also established the Airbnb Housing Council to tackle housing crises and advocate for fair regulations. Now, what can you do? For one, you can join a local host club. Platforms like Airbnb's host clubs let you connect with other hosts, exchange ideas, and stay informed about policy discussions. You can also partner with your regional association. Organizations like the Association of Scotland Self-Caterers or the European Holiday Home Association are already advocating for fair regulations. Your voice can strengthen their efforts. Third is to stay informed. Knowledge is power. Keep up with the latest regulations through newsletters, webinars, and local meetings to stay prepared. Ground-level advocacy is key. By taking small, strategic steps now, you can navigate these challenges effectively and even turn them into opportunity. If you found this information valuable, we share news like this and more in our free weekly newsletter. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and stay ahead of the curve. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, bye.